Today I'm going to be doing something a little different, and that is shooting some 35mm film. I've been shooting some film, but usually it's 4x5 or medium format. Now the reason I'm doing this is I recently acquired some Nikon gear. I got 3 cameras and a few lenses and a little bit of film. And the cameras I got are the Nikon F100, the Nikon F3, and the Nikon EM. Today I'm going to be shooting with the F100, and I brought a couple lenses with me. I'm also shooting some expired film. The film I got with the cameras are like 15-year-old film. And I've never shot expired film before, so it'll be kind of a new experience for me. The film I have is Fujichrome Sensia 400. Now I used to shoot Fuji Sensia 100 all the time, but I've never shot the 400. And like I said, I've never shot it expired. And from what I've read, I've been doing some reading on the subject, and if you expose it, when you expose it, you have to kind of underexpose it by about a stop for every decade that the film is over the expiration date. So technically, I guess, being 15 years old, this stuff will probably be, probably have to take away about a stop and a half or so. So I'm going to figure out how that works. Now, being slide film, I know that it's going to be really going really magenta. It's going to have a really bad color cast to it. That's what expired film does. So I'm going to have to try and take that into account. And in doing that, I've decided that I'm going to basically shoot it as if it were black and white film. So everything I do, I'm going to kind of keep that in mind. Now I already know that I'm going to be shooting with the idea of putting in Lightroom or Photoshop and fixing stuff anyway. So, it's just going to be kind of an experiment. See what kind of, if they're weird colors, they're weird colors. And if I like them, I like them. If I don't, maybe it'll be a good black and white. So it's mostly just to see if that works. Now the other challenge for today is going to be the fact that it's the end of August. Everything is completely dry. I don't know if you can, see what we have here, and everything is, really dried up. So that's going to be a challenge. Also, it's going to be kind of a hot one today. Sun's coming up, and it's not going to take long. Right now it's about 70 degrees, something like that, I think, here. And it's supposed to be in the 90s today, so see how that goes. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll see what we can get. So one of the little differences I've discovered about Nikon all of a sudden is that when you have a variable zoom, like the 70 to 210 I have today, and you're using this F100, it actually, even though you're physically on 5.6, it says in the camera that you're on F8 because it's actually figuring in the difference in the zoom because I'm zoomed all the way out. And that's something that Canon doesn't do, so it's going to be kind of hard to keep that in mind that I'm actually losing a stop, and it's taking that into account apparently. So, little trick. So another little thing that has happened is that I was trying to take some pictures of some goldenrod, and I was just going on my merry way and taking pictures left and right, and then I realized something's not quite right with the metering. I figured out that the little dial that you have in there for telling you whether it's underexposed or overexposed is opposite of what I'm used to. So when I thought I was underexposing something, I was actually overexposing it. So I don't know how the first 10 frames are going to look. Thanks, Nikon, for pulling that little trick. Every time I'm here, I visit this tree and, or at least say hi as I'm passing by. But what's really cool about it is it's basically, as you can see, 3 huge trunks, all splitting from just the one. So it's a pretty large ponderosa pine tree, as you can see. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. The light's getting pretty harsh and sun's getting pretty hot, so I think I'm going to head on in. It's been an interesting day. Made a lot of mistakes. That's mostly due to the fact that I'm using a totally different camera system from what I'm used to. So that's understandable. I mean, that's how you learn. You know, you just keep making mistakes with it and everything. But other than that, I think I got a few good shots. You know, I'll probably be lucky to get, you know, I don't know, a third of the roll might be good, which is actually not too bad for film. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. So until next time, I'll see you on the trail.